I'm Alan Wendt at Dealer Week for MRAA in Tampa, Florida. John Warner is with us today from 700Credit. Now, this name and number is important because it could as easily have been 007 Credit, because you're really dealing with some security issues today in the world of finance that I find fascinating, as dealers need to be aware of the fraud that's starting to creep into the financial markets, and you have tools that help them combat it.
We do indeed. And there is a lot of fraud, and some dealers have some claims when it comes to the bad guys trying to create loans for the specific purpose of never paying them and defrauding the dealer. So we do have products that mitigate that risk. Bad guys are creating files out of the thin air, and they're really good at it. They're very patient at it. They'll create a file from somebody's tag-along type
online usage, whatever they've got.
Yeah, and one file might create 2, then it creates 4, then it creates 8, etc. And they're very patient. They might wait even 2 years before the bust out date, and then there's some prevalence of that. So we have a synthetic fraud product that detects that. It's just pennies per name. And some dealers are utilizing that. And also ID, driver's license verification, is really evolving, and it's been around for a long time. Not really used a lot in the dealership world previously, but it's now becoming a little bit more used because the dealers are having claims. So over the years, driver's license scan has been kind of a initial pass that then goes to a human for review, which sort of negates the benefit of automating. And so today our solution is completely AI, is completely automated, and it is indeed catching bad guys out there. So that's kind of one of the newest products that we offer that's becoming hotter, and unfortunately it's because it's needed out there with the fraud that's prevalent.
The consumer that walks into your dealership is also extremely savvy about not wanting to share their social security number or their driver's license, and yet they need to have some idea of what their monthly payment is going to be for that new boat. You've got something called soft pull, which I think a lot of people in the financial industry are starting to adapt and use.
Yes, they are.
How does that work where it doesn't really tap into the need for the social security number?
Right. So the consumer today has evolved, and certainly COVID was a big part of that. You hear about digital retailing and digital marketing and digital selling when nobody could go to the dealership. A lot of things changed, and the consumer wants today speed, accuracy, and transparency. And they're demanding it, and really if the dealer doesn't provide that to the consumer, the dealer might not get a second bite at the apple, because the consumer will just go where they can find that. So the consumer wants to know, so what's my payment, and do you have a finance program for me? That's what they want to know. And so I wish the dealer a lot of luck, because it's a much different answer if I'm a 550 or a 650 or a 750 or an 850. So what's the dealer supposed to do? Is he supposed to get into a arm wrestling match about give me your social? That doesn't work, as you mentioned. Or fill out a big honkin' 4-page app. The consumer will do those things when they've bought a boat, but they don't want to do those things at the top of the funnel at the beginning. They just want to know, what's my payment, and do you have a finance program for me? So soft pull, pre-qualification is the answer. Just name and address, does not count against the consumer score. We are able to deliver to the dealer a full credit file and a live FICO. And so now the dealer can make every proposal, every quote accurate as to credit. So the consumer wins, because the consumer wants, again, speed, accuracy, and transparency. They just want to know the answers to their questions. They get that accuracy with a great experience.
And 700Credit has access to, what, over 2,000 different types of lenders across the country, partners?
Oh, way more than that. It's not our access, it's the bureaus that have that database, and we're like a pipeline to that database. But yeah, there's tens of thousands of lenders that
So there's a lot of features inside the products that you offer. You make onboarding relatively quick and easy for the dealer.
Well, for the dealer, yes, we have that very dialed in with process and with people in training. It's real easy.
And they're not having to buy a whole new ERP system. This
Right.
is integrating with whatever system they may be using.
Yes, we have over 200 integration points. So I wouldn't say 100%, but virtually
Pretty close.
Whatever system that the dealer chooses. For example, in Marine, App One is a huge usage as a finance portal. We're integrated with App One very deeply, or I don't mean to pick out one, but
Sure.
we make it real easy for the dealer to choose whatever workflow that works for them. It's their choice, and we make that available for them.
Great. 700 Credit, John Warner, our guest here at Dealer Week in Tampa.
Make sure to check out our YouTube channel for the full Dealer Week experience.